I mean, Guillermo is our foremost monster creator, and I wouldn't have made this film if not for Guillermo.
Something is going on with Lucas. These drawings belong to a student of mine.
This is what was in the mine. It's a diabolical spirit.
Well, what a creepy, scary film. The performances, though, wow. The young actor, Jeremy T. Thomas, where did you find this kid? I mean, he's amazing in this movie.
Thank you so much. With great effort, I think we auditioned about 900 boys in the English speaking language around the world. And I wanted a child who didn't come to the audition camera ready, who have parents who coach him or his own coach, and who can cry on cue or laugh on cue. I wanted a real child who had never seen a film camera, and one who could really kind of exude the pain and the torment of shouldering the type of burdens that has to shoulder, and also a kid that felt like the small town, which was lonely and quiet, and it feels like there's a spiritual devastation that kind of courses through not only the film but through his character, and I think he performed it beautifully.
Now, did he work with the coach for the physicality? Because the physicality, he kind of, he took it upon himself to look like this very frail boy who's not being nutrition.
Yes, he did not work with a coach. It was just Jeremy and I talking about who this young boy was, a young boy who is unfortunately malnourished, also spiritually malnourished, a young child who really for him, his life is all about duty to his father and self-preservation. And he's unfortunately tasked with things that a 12-year-old should never be tasked with. And he, I think, really encapsulated that.
Yeah, there's a line that just broke my heart where he says, "If I keep feeding him, maybe he'll love me." And I was like,
he'll love me. Oh, it's heartbreaking. I know.
And Keri Russell and Jesse Plemons, I mean, great performances from them too. There's an overall theme here. It's like they're all suffering from abuse from a father figure.
Yeah, I think Keri and Jesse are among our best actors. They're both so truthful, and they exude such strength and compassion and empathy, but also a real vulnerability, which a lot of actors don't like to show. And look, these are two siblings who have suffered their own horrors, and I think in a very subtle fashion, and with some ambiguity, do we realize what that is? And I think they're both really, just in terms of a finely grained performance, I couldn't have asked for more from them or from Rory Cochrane, Graham Greene, the rest of the cast.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder who the real monsters are, right? Like a creature.
Well, that's
or
right.
Humans.
I think that's what's scarier than actually a creature.
And speaking of creature, the creature design, it is the freakiest creature design I've seen in a long time. So we know Guillermo del Toro, who's a producer on it. Did he have a hand in the design? I see a little influence.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Guillermo is our foremost monster creator, and I wouldn't have made this film if not for Guillermo when he asked me to do it, but also because I knew that that's not something that I'm particularly familiar with, the whole process of creating a creature from scratch. But he helped guide the entire process, and the biggest challenge was really reconciling my sensibility, which was more of the grounded experience, and Guillermo's. And I think in certain aspects it succeeds, and in others, it's up for the audience.
And you mentioned the town. Even the small town is kind of a character in this movie. It's sort of like hollowed out as well. The characters are hollowed out emotionally, and the town is almost left, to disarray as well.
And that's exactly right. There's kind of a spiritual devastation that's coursing through this small town, as it is so many small towns in America. And I'm most interested in towns that are left behind and that don't often factor into movies or television shows, and the people that populate them. And I like to use landscape as a character in all of my films, and I was given a lot to work with here.
Well, great. Congratulations. I haven't been creeped out in a long time, so thank you for that.
Oh, thank you, Lupe. I really appreciate it. Great question.
No problem. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.